Hello and welcome. I am the Restless Kaiser and we are modelling for advantage. So today we're going to have a look at the booster pack for Warhammer Age of Sigmar's Warcry, a new product that everybody's very excited about. So this is the Legions of Nagash booster. This is going to let me play my skeletons. So let's try and get this open. Ooh, these are like foil wrappers in the style of sort of magic cards and what have you. Pretty tight. Hopefully, unlike magic cards, they're not blind buys. You're going to get exactly what you would expect in the same one. I think this was about £5. Wasn't terribly expensive. There's a respectable amount of card in here. So let's see what there is. I think a lot of this we've probably already seen, but so the fighters that are available: the Necromancer, the Skeleton Champion, the Warrior with Ancient Spear, the Warrior with Ancient Blade, a Seneschal, Graveguard with White Blade, and Graveguard with White Blade and Crypt Shield. Ooh, so there are several of these. But they've got different things on the back because they're in different languages. I am not even going to try and claim I understand what all of these different languages are, but here we go. These are the languages in which the cards are available. Wow, so you get it all in one set. But let's have a look at the English one then. So the standard one for a double shambling horde, and this seems to be a universal for anybody in the warband. A fighter can use this ability when they're in 6 inches of a visible friendly fighter with the leader rune mark. This fighter can make a bonus move action a number of inches equal to half the value of this ability. Okay. The next double option is the chosen champion. So this is specific to certain rune marks. A fighter can only use this ability if they're in 6 inches of a friendly fighter with the leader rune mark. Add 1 to the attacks and strength characteristic of actions made by this fighter. Pretty decent. And the third double, which carries a different rune mark here, the cursed weapon until the end of this fighter's activation. Add 1 to the damage allocated by hits and crits from attack actions made by this fighter that have a range of 3 or less. So that's your melee actions are going to do +1 damage. The first triple then, Necrotic Siphon. Pick a visible friendly fighter within 6 inches, allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to the value of this ability, then remove that number of damage points from a fighter equal to double the value of this ability. So I'll take some damage, you'll take twice as much. Potentially really valuable if you know that that amount of damage is going to certainly kill a dangerous opponent, or if you're just sacrificing crap units. Then the next triple is Summon Undead. Pick a friendly fighter that has been taken down. Set up that fighter once more on the battlefield, wholly within 3 inches of this fighter. Now, resurrection or raise from the dead then. The fighter set up on the battlefield no longer counts as being taken down. Remove the number of damage points allocated to that fighter equal to the value of this ability. So it's not a complete refresh, but in missions where you had to kill certain numbers of enemies or you're scoring victory points for that, it's potentially really useful. Or just getting models to control objectives. And then the quad is Van Hale's Dance Macabre. A number of visible fighters equal to the value of this ability that are within 6 inches of this fighter can make a bonus move action or a bonus attack action. Some can make bonus moves and others can make bonus attacks. So that quad is going to just allow you another sort of half turn, really. Really powerful. So the other cards then, the fighter cards. We've got these. I wasn't sure what these were at first until we did the unboxing of the main game. These are for when you have multiple copies of an identical model and you just shove them underneath so that you can track the changes or whatever separately on each of those. So that's potentially quite useful. Right, the 195 points comes in Necromancer. He's got a range of 3 to 7, or a melee attack with a range of 2. He's going to do 2 damage fighting at strength 3, but 3 and 6 damage. So that's really powerful. 25 hit points and a 4-inch move. This looks like a decent all-round character. He's also got a melee attack, which is a higher strength. 3 dice rather than 2, but it does less damage. So there you go. That's this one. And he's got the ability to do this Dance Macabre and the Necrotic Siphon. So we'll just keep those on. The Skeleton Champion then. He is just an 80-point goon. Maybe he's not the champion. His ability is this one. Well, I'm showing you the French ones. He's the chosen champion, so he can add 1 to attacks and strength. This one. So he's only going to move 3. Toughness 4. 12 hit points. Only got a range of 1, but 4 attack dice. Not bad. Coming in really cheap now. The Skeleton Fighter with Spear. His fighting range of 2 could be quite interesting, because that, if you move up and fight, that's your 2 actions. With his range of 2, that's compelling your opponent to make a move in most cases before they can fight. And he does do 4 damage on a crit. So, you know, he's not a chump for 55 points. He does only move 3 and does only have 8 hit points though. I suspect I'm going to have quite a few of those. The Skeleton Swordsman then. Again a 3 move, again 55 points, 4 toughness, 8 wounds. He's only got a range of 1. But he has 3 attacks, so it only does 3 damage. I think on balance these are probably better. We then have the Seneschal. He's got a couple of ability runes, which we'll have a look at. So he fights at a range of 1, but has 5 attacks doing 2 and 5, so much more reliable damage at 120 points. 15 hit points though is quite low, and this 3-inch move I'm seeing is a real problem. So let's check his abilities. So he, like the champion, has got this +1 attacks characteristic and +1 strength. So that's potentially very useful. And he's also got this mark, the Cursed Weapon, which unit at the end of this phase, I'd wanted damage points on crits. Okay, so then we have 85 points. We get the Graveguard dude without a shield, so again a range of 1, 3 attacks, but a strength of 5 and 2/5 damage. And again he's carrying this extra damage on crit here. And finally the shielded version, who has a higher toughness. Oh, this one's only got toughness 3, these unshielded guys, so they're a bit brittle. 90 points for the Graveguard, 10 hit points, 3 movement. Interesting set of cards. Really cheap piles of skeletons look good, but the 3-inch move I think is going to be terrible. So this is my first consideration for Warcry. I'm also going to be looking at the Night Haunts, but I've got a lot more painting to do with these. I've already got a whole bunch of skeletons, probably like a lot of people at home. Mine are actually mantic skeletons, but they're skeletons, they're going to do the job. So I should be able to get on the table with this particular one pretty soon. Thank you for watching.